Well, Maskolo, this is the last segment on this particular show. Tsarin Safiya, Wasanni Safiya tare da Abdul Manan Mukhtar Walego, Khadija Kubra Kailani ta zo ta taimaka ina ta kawo muna social media trends. Karshen mako, lots of the leagues in Europe started. In England, the big game, Chelsea, sun karbi bakonci Manchester City, Stamford Bridge. It didn't end well for the men in blue. It was a 2-0 victory for Manchester City. Goals courtesy Erling Brand Haaland, starting the season on a very, very, very good note. Kovacic, the former Chelsea player, was also on target for the Sky Blues, Manchester City. The game ended 2-0. Of course, Enzo Maresca, though his side lost, is impressed with the performance they gave. Well, are you impressed? 0553-683-010. Daidai wanga lokaci Abdul Manan Mukhtar ya shigo a studio. Yesterday, CAF Champions League kuma gasar cin kofin zakarun nahiya na Africa an soma inda kungiyar wasan kwallo na Samates ta take crucial lead against Victoria United. That game ended by a goal to nil. A very, very important victory there for Samatex. Of course, it's Swatraman in the other game, CAF Confederations Cup. It's Omatai Nasarachi Uku, the Babu, Akan, Elect Sports. This is actually their debut participation in this particular competition. Suiku Karisu Nasara, Chi Uku, the Babu. So the two Ghanaian clubs, both Samatex and in Swatraman, they are starting on a very, very good note. Now, Hazakes Ladies, on the other hand, defeated. They were victors. They actually won 6-1 against AS Radi. They won 6-1 against them, but unfortunately, Hazakes Ladies Bazasa iya shiga mataki na gaba ba a cikin wannan gasa da ake yi na cin kofin zakarun nahiyoyi na mata. Hazakes Ladies basa iya, because they lost both their first and second games, isn't it? So it is now impossible for them to progress to the next stage of the competition. So this is how it always happens for Ghanaian clubs. The maiden edition, we do well, we play in the finals, then we are figured out, and then we fail to make any meaningful impact in subsequent editions. So this is it. Hazakes Ladies in the first edition were in the finals. They played the finals against Mamelodi Sundowns, though they lost the finals. But then ever since that first edition of the Women's Champions League, Hazakes Ladies sun kasa hawa mataki mai muhimmanci kamar yadda wani ya kare ci shida da daya, amma duk da nasara da suka yi ba za su samu dama na hawa mataki na gaba ba. Well, in foreign stories, as I said earlier, Chelsea were in action. Also, Arsenal sun yi nasara wasan su na farko, but then Arteta ya nuna murnansa da wato kwarin gwiwa cewa kaman nashi tawaga za ta iya ta yi kokari fiye ga kokari da ta yi last season. Straight up, mun soma da CAF Champions League. Abdul Manan Mukhtar, sanda zuwa.
Sanu kade.
Samatex Victoria game. Ka samu dama ka duba?
Na samu dama na duba. Kuma karo match na murka fonsa na wannan match mun tunani kamar Samatex za su participate cikin wannan competition, but then saboda ba su da kudi sun sai wani key players cikin team nan, samu sa kamar ba su kokari kamar yadda suka kokari suka ci da ya, but then karbo wannan match haka kamar Samatex sun create a lot of chances, sun buga balls ya fi Victoria FC, kuma sun control game nan kokari, kuma sun make sure kamar Victoria FC do the dominant Samu in the first half, but just don't create threat in the pole of the Samatex FC. But the defense was solid. Must make sure at the end soon can be victory now. Come on, na come on. Coach no reading Amadou. Ya sabi naked. Do what keep before the match. Ya about the one complaint away. Do I can complain? Come in and say the key players and say we know. I need Kudi to read fans. Here is support to the swim competition now. That is why they are looking about winning players who soon are. But then I trust in she. Major Sweden Victoria is in now. She able. She has to Samu victory. Come on, guys, here go match in now. She has to Samu Victoria FC. Say that when I hope next round in next year to Samu and the victory. Come on, no.
Well, we soon to Samu victory. So here soon Samu victory. Samatex away Sukabuga. Inshallah, just soon tabbata da cewa kamar sun yi nasara akan Victoria United. Victoria United is a Cameroonian team.
Yes.
A team that ke Douala kenan na Cameroon. So it's a crucial win for Samatex. Sun dawo nan kasar Ghana inda za su karbi bakoncin Victoria. Yes, so Abuga was this is the Wasanni na Sharifa wannan wasa za su yi bayan wannan su samu gurbi na shiga mataki na gaba sabida haka ake buga CAF Champions League. There are 2 games you have to play. After that, then you qualify to the group stage of the competition. So Samatex with that very important victory. There were other matches in the CAF Champions League. Of course, the likes of TP Mazembe, the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, Raja Casablanca were all in action. Of course, in our live that but then in the other competition, which is the CAF Confederations Cup, there was another Ghanaian contingent. Swatraman Sukumosu Kukari Sukai Nasara Chi Uku Ta Babu Akan wa and the Sudasu Sukabuga. That's the CAF Confederations Cup. The game ended 3-0 in favor of Swatraman, played at the Accra Sports Stadium.
As the first touch again from Kwame Dumeda, not the best of first touches. And you can see Morale doing so well.
They've never gone past the first round in any of the CAF inter-club competitions they've played in. And here is Abdul Rahman. There's a chance for Sachaman to score the opening goal. Abdul Rahman, and he's missed, unable to score. How did he miss? This was a Husseini. It's a good ball to Abdul Rahman. Does he shoot first time? He goes low, and ball is cleared away by Salim. It falls back to Aqua, who swings in across, and still DU. Enga Jim is approaching, and there's the opening goal for Sachaman. Abdul Rahman finally breaks the deadlock. It was always going to be him, the target man.
Onto the turf because
Abdul Rahman to Aka. Here is Maida. Can he score the second? And then Sachaman have doubled their lead. It's Kwabna Edu.
that ball again back to him, and you could see it was Nedingam trying to, passing the ball around. Lovely.
Edu Maida on the spike again. Here is Maida. He goes for the first time. Now Walid. Abdul Rahman makes it 3 points for Sachaman.
Sachaman FC, Abdul Rahman, after squandering a lot of chances there, helping them to win this game by 3 goals to 0. There were other matches that were played in the CAF Confederations Cup all across Africa. What we are interested in is this particular game with a Ghanaian contingent in Swatraman. Let's see whether they can do what Dreams did last season. But then, so far, so good. 3-0 victory going into the second leg. Manan.
In Kariwa matching is a Chumanda TP election. It's an advantage. The Undis Kate in Jamena, that's Karisu on the 24th of August as the return leg, second leg. Now, I don't analyze game clearly. TP elect cannot win 4-0 against Institution. When you know. So now come on with this score, it's a very good score for Institution. You know, next leg, they'll be able to overcome it with this score. It's an advantage. But this KJ within the pressure my house can TP elect. So because that man to achieve 4 goals to be able to, but then Ezaka, in such a man they are relaxed. And that is KJ within that man to book a relaxing football, so relax to book a ball. So they've gotten a straight win, a clean sheet. Thanks to Daniel Afazu, keep on in such a man. Yeah, he did a 3 crucial saves against TP Elect yesterday. It Jesus can keep clean sheet. That made Insutriman had a victory. Yes.
I'm not particularly excited about this because TP Elect thing, but I mean, but stop progress from the preliminary stages now. African Confederations Cup. So, Swatraman winning against them. Well, let's see. Maybe as the competition progresses, Swatraman will come up against tougher oppositions because we have some very, 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 very top sides in this preliminary edition. Stage. The likes of El Ali, Tipoli, Dukanauri. So we are looking forward to seeing how things are going to unravel in this stage.
Included by red card in the Bahiri Samuna. Even Luma, yeah, kill spirit in TP Elect. Do next leg and I don't do but King squad and all the goalkeepers. She could form and worker.
Okay.
Now, next leg and they have no option to use the second goalkeeper. Man, that would be a very huge that would be a frustration for TP Elect. So in the Institutumas just could lose. That means that Institutuma didn't put up a very good performance there.
Alright, so these are the other results. We Jamu start the start to Tunis, Wasaya Karichi the Babu in the start Tunis, Suka in the Sara, Kitara Suda Hilal Benghazi, Al Hilal Benghazi, Sukabuga, Al Hilal Benghazi, Suka in the Sara, Chipiu da Chiokuda Biu, Hasid, the Rukinzo, Chiba with the Babu, Forest Test, the Urapa United 1-1, Hospes, the Stellenbosch, Hospes, because I'm like that Stellenbosch comes to Chioku. So basically, that's the results for the African Confederations Cup with some scary names. So Swatraman there, that's the confirmation of the victory 3-0 against Elect Sports. Let's move to Europe. Gia. In the English Premier League, it actually started on Friday, where Manchester United were victors against Fulham. So kind of Chi Uku, the Chelsea there the Babu. Then on Saturday we saw the likes of Arsenal, the Liverpool, Duksuka in Nasara. So that's the results on your screen. Let's start from Friday, where Manchester United defeated Fulham by a goal to nil at the Old Trafford. Then at the London Olympic Stadium, where West Ham hosted Aston Villa, the game ended in a defeat to in a victory to Aston Villa, of course, 2-1. To the Nottingham Forest, the Bournemouth, Wasaikari Chi there, Newcastle United, Sukaina Sara Chi there, the Babu Akan Southampton, Everton, Skazam Nagida, Brighton and over Albion, Sukamusuchi Oku, the Babu, Arsenal, Chibiu, the Babu Akan Wolverhampton Wanderers, Ipswich, Skazam Nagida, Liverpool, Sukamusuchi Biu, the Babu, Ranan Asabarkina, Ranan Lahadi, Akabuga Bonwasa, Manchester City, Chelsea Takariba Konchinta, Stamford Bridge, Wasaikari Chibiu, the Babu Nasara, the Manchester City, Brentford, Skazamnagida Skakama, Crystal Palace, Chibiu, that there. Inshallah, we run on Monday, 19th of August, 2024. Leicester City at Leicester City Stadium. Zasukarbet Konchin, Tottenham Hotspurs, another game that that didn't kali. Yo, they did a curfew Bokwe and Mazabuga Wanga Wasa. Let's move on to the La Liga, where well, this is the table. It's too early to actually look at the table. Brighton and Hove Albion are on top of the table with 3 points plus 3 goals. Arsenal 3 plus 2 goals. Liverpool 3 plus 2. Man City 3+2. Then of course Aston Villa after their victory over West Ham 3+1. Brentford 3+1, Manchester United 3+1, having won against Fulham, Newcastle 3+1, Bournemouth 1-1-1, and then of course all the teams that lost their games. Everton is under the table at so I really don't want to be looking at the table. I mean, when we've just played only one game. Yeah, so yeah. So at this stage, if there is a World War III and we have to stop this league and pronounce a winner, and Chelsea as if. All right, so let's look at the Spanish La Liga. Actually, what happened there? Rather Thursday, Yafara. Actually, Inaki William was in action in this particular game. Atletico Bilbao, the Getafe. He actually captained the side after captain Su Yejichiu. He is the deputy captain, so automatically Shia Jagorechi Nashitawaga Akabuga Wasai Karichi the Real Betis, the Girona Chi there. Tukunarana Juma Akachiga Bugu Wasanni Celta Vigo Chibu there. Akan Alaves Las Palmas Chibu the Beauty de Sevilla. Tukunarana Asabar Osasuna the Laganes Wasai Kari Kunindoki Valencia the Barcelona Taina Sara Chibu there. Real Sociedad the Rayo Vallecano Yakari Chibu there. Nasarana Rayo Vallecano Tukuna Real Madrid the Real Maluka upon all the stars. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, Modric, Rudiger, Courtois, whatever. The game ended 1-1. Today there are some La Liga games that are Abuga. I think it's one game. Real Valladolid, the Espanyol, Zasu Fafata, Dede, the Karfi. Biyar kenan marancin ga za su buga wannan wasa cikin La Liga. I don't know what informed the splits. I mean, it started right from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. La Liga, it's boring. All right, let's look at the table in the Spanish La Liga after the matches that were played. If the table is not ready, let's move on to the Italian Serie A, where Saturday Akafara Buga Wasanni Empoli the Monza Wasai Kari Babu the Babu AC Milan Chibu the Beauty the Torino Parma Chide the Dare the Fiorentina Tukunan Genoa the Inter Milan. Amazingly on Saturday Babu one day Yeye Doki Nasara, including the defending champions Inter Milan. Their game ended 2-2. Lazio the Venezia Sukabuga 3-1. Lazio Nimi Nasara Cagliari the Roma Ekari Babu the Babu Girona Chi Uku the Babu Akan Napoli are still struggling from last season. Bologna Chi there the Dea Itada Udinese Rana Ladi Akai Wongawasa. Today Monday there are two games in the Italian Serie A. Lecce the Atalanta Zasu Fafata the Karfi Hudu the Rabi Marinchinga Tukuna Juventus Su Kara the Como are the newcomers in the Italian Serie A. Now the table, Verona on top of the table after having won their first game by 3-0. They are 3 goals, and then Lazio 3 points on 2 goals. Genoa 1 point, no goal, 1-1-1. It continues like that up to the bottom of the table, where you have Napoli languishing at the bottom of the table. We move on to French, where in the French League A, Paris Saint-Germain were in action on Friday against Le Havre. Suina Sara Gangaru Minasara Chihudu da Dea Tukunaranan Asabar Brest the Marseille Sukafa Fata Marseille kuma take Gangaru Minasara Chibian da Dea Reims the Lille Wasaikari Chibiu da Babu Lille Che Minasara Monaco ta yi nasara ci da babu akan Saint-Etienne. Tukunan Rennes ta yi nasara ci 3-0 akan Lyon. Toulouse the Nantes wasansu ya kari chi babu da babu. Montpellier da Strasbourg wasai kari wo kundin doki Ange tazamna gida RC Lens ta mata ci da babu Auxerre ta yi nasara ci biyu da daya akan Nice. That is it for the French League A, inda duk da barin Kylian Mbappe, Paris Saint-Germain are still winning and are still winning massively. Now we look at the league table for the French League A. It is Marseille. By the virtue of the fact that they won by 5 goals, they are on top of the league table with 3 points plus 4 goals. Of course, Paris Saint-Germain 3 plus 3, Rennes 3 plus 3, Lille 3 plus 2, Auxerre 3 plus 1, Lens 3 plus 1, Monaco 3 plus 1, Strasbourg 1 1 1 1 up till the end of the table, where Brest Kikasa Tarida Maki Babu Tarida Maki ba, they are languishing at the bottom of it. So now they've changed actually the format of the French League. It used to be 20 league teams league. Now it is 18. I think it started last season, so they are continuing with that arrangement this particular season. Manan, your final words so that Mudasa Aya can share.
Man, now I'm gonna kind match in Chelsea.
Yeah.
This season Chelsea has spent 185 million euros. So can sign 11 players. But then after the match in Nigeria, there are questions that raise eyebrows. And I tell me, upon all this spending, but you are not able to make an impact. But then that question alone, you are far from last season.
No.
The last season Mungani, but this is the Munagani. Want to do a match in Nigeria. Chelsea need a striker, an experienced one at that.
Yeah.
The like Samu unexperienced players without one experienced players among them. Last season we had Thiago Silva. There was sign of leadership, though he wasn't captaining the team. One time you can have impacting leadership in team.
Silva,
but in them someone
experience coach can't feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
In them someone experienced striker. Because the forward are no experience.
Now, I particularly believe that Chelsea Yakamachi to some experience in each department.
Yes.
So in the defense, Yakamachi to not the one player the key experience. Fine, you want to kind of so change the team kasamu yara, but then it shouldn't be all yara because look at do teams in the Luka. Kaji Manchester City, even Pep Guardiola is doing same. You know, so you change the team. About yara so yawa. But even with that, yara you have to define when any yara can use. Akwe yara who are very experienced. When you go to Real Madrid, Rodrigo Yarudi, by end of the experience. Jude Bellingham Yarudi, by end of the experience. Kylian Mbappe Yarudi, by end of the experience. He's played at every level. Kaganiko. So ask yourself, when you talk of Nicholas Jackson, Yarudi, Akwe potential, and anytime his end product shows that Yarudi made experience. When you look at Cole Palmer, Yarudi, but anytime he's with the ball, can again add the experience. Why? Because Cole Palmer played in the Manchester City team with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and mention them. So these players soon can book a ball the one that got placed. And so anytime man a book a ball, no matter how Chelsea is struggling, I'm looking ball and bar, Cole Palmer can get difference.
Yes.
So it's not just about Yara, because you are looking into the future. The future can only be guaranteed if you do the right things today. But to the look of things, Chelsea, they are not doing the right things. You cannot buy wholesale and allow players to go wholesale season in, season out, and expect your team to grow. Kovacic, who left yesterday, he scored against you. That is experience. Giancarlo and the Marshall midfield. Well, I think that there were certain decisions the coach that down with Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez, for instance, yesterday, he wasn't up to the task. I mean, maybe the coach should consider position there by 10. You cannot allow Enzo Fernandez to actually play in that position where you have Kupama. where you have your most creative player, your best player last season, where you have him on the pitch, definitely it should be Cole Palmer playing in that particular position, so that you drop one of Caicedo or
Lavia.
Enzo Fernandez. No, Lavia should be a starter, because since pre-season, Lavia had the Chiwa Kamal. He is the best player for Chelsea.
Yes.
Since pre-season, that of pre-season, Lavia is the best player for Chelsea in terms of his input on the field of play. So Yakamachi coach in there Duba. It is early days yet. You cannot just say that a coach that has been appointed he's just played how many matches? Less than 10 matches. Baga Kadukika can judge she, especially when most of the 10 matches in the Buganda, he's just played his first competitive game. Gia, when there's some football, you can do a ball in the Chelsea Suka Buganda. They went toe to toe with Manchester City, but the difference between Chelsea and Manchester City, Chelsea had Nicola Jackson and Nkuku leading the attack, whereas Manchester City had Bernardo Silva and Erling Haaland leading the attack. So Erling Haaland got one chance yesterday and he converted it. A very difficult chance, not an easy chance. But I convert. Now compare that one to chance in that Nicolas Jackson, yes, even though it was ruled for an offside, but even it took the linesman a long time to rule that ball for an offside because of the rules of VAR. Yakamacha allow ye carry VAR do be offside they shall carry. But then assuming that wasn't an offside, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he couldn't even give a pass. But I try short move, they pass ball back. Then again, when it's short, I think Cole Palmer a shot. She ball in a rebound. You see, for a very experienced striker will not commit himself too early, because you know there is a shot that is coming from outside of the box. So what you do is that you watch your lines. He didn't watch his line, and he was even absent-minded. He was not in the game at that particular moment. So what happened was that Ambuga shot a rebound. He was in offside position. A man can be offside. Then the chance he got in the second half. Me and you, she the goalkeeper. That was a difficult chance. But any experienced striker would take that any day. Yes. Now, I'm not in any way saying that Nicolas Jackson is Zukuni. Because even Didier Drogba, in all his years in Chelsea, Didier Drogba could only produce plus 15 goals for Chelsea in just 2 seasons. But DJ Drogba is the type of player who would not miss these kind of chances. He wouldn't miss these kind of chances, never. So maybe Chelsea should look at that. Guiwi, that Guiwi, is it Mark?
Yeah, Guiwi.
The Barcelona player. Yeah. He's also Guiwi.
Yeah, Guiwi.
Yeah. So that player, I don't know what he can bring to the table. Yeah. Because Kaduba, he's been given opportunities to play right from pre-season. He's missed some chances. I don't see him to be the solution for the Chelsea attack.
Yeah, when it's fast man.
Yes. It's
because the coach in the plus no, let us groom these players for the future. So I never I just know I miss chances, man. I believe one day he will learn.